One vote got 15 votes in the Senate, the other one got 16. Do you think that members of the Senate do not know what's going on in Gaza? The kids are starving to death. The innocent people are being shot down right and left. They know it. Why do you think I couldn't get more votes?
They wouldn't vote against Israel.
Right.
It's political suicide.
Now you're talking.
Right.
All right. So in the Republican side, you have moneyed interests saying you speak up against Trump, you're out of here. In the Democratic side, you speak up against the Netanyahu government, you're out of here as well. And they have been successful. You have super PACs like AIPAC spending a fortune. You stand, and they have already knocked off a number of members of Congress, good members of Congress, and they will do it again. So all I'm saying is you got a corrupt campaign finance system on both sides, which is rejecting the will of the American people and end up supporting powerful special interests. And if we do not get a handle on that issue, I worry very much about the future of American democracy.
Are you going to run for president again?
I am 83 years of age.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure the American people will be enthusiastic on somebody's 108.
You're still very with it.
Thank you.
You are.
Well,
I mean, you're a couple years older than Biden.
Yeah.
Right? Think of that.
Yeah.
You could be off a lot worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So we have been running around the country doing what we call the Fighting Oligarchy Tour, which is why I'm here in Texas. We were in Fort Worth last night, had a good turnout. And I think, interestingly enough, Joe, it's not most of the people. We know the people who come out to our rallies. We have a big list of millions of people. But a lot of people are coming to our rallies that we don't know, and I think we know that some of them are Republicans and some of them are independents. Many of them are independents. Because I think across the board, there is growing dissatisfaction with the current politics in America, both parties. And people want a new vision for America, which is also something we don't talk a whole lot about. So, the issues that we talk about is in the richest country on earth, why don't we have the best healthcare system in the world? Why do we have 85 million people who are uninsured or uninsured? And as you were mentioning a moment ago, he deals with the insurance companies and the drug companies. And the function of the current healthcare system is to make these guys very rich, and it works. They make zillions of dollars. And every place you go, in my state, the cost of healthcare is going up this year like 10, 15%. People can't afford it. And we lose thousands of people every year. People get sick. They can't afford to go to the doctor. They die. So, one of the fights that I hope we can win is to have the United States join every other major country on earth and guarantee health care to all people as a human right.
Well, we've talked about that a lot on this show, that if you view this country as a community, the most important thing is to protect the most vulnerable members of your community, period, right?
I agree.
And if we spend insane amounts of money on all sorts of things that people don't agree with, and I think generally most people would agree on some sort of a national healthcare system.
They do.
Most people. Like there's concepts of socialism that everyone agrees with. One of them is the fire department. Right? Everyone thinks that every citizen should have access, the same equal access to the fire department. And we all pay into that.
That's right.
And we all believe in education. We all believe that there should be free public education.
That's right.
And most people believe that the university system should also be funded. It would benefit everyone.
You got it.
It would benefit everyone to have more educated people that are doing better in the world. You'd have better GDP. You'd have more successful people.
Absolutely right.
If you want to make America great again, less losers. How do you make less losers? Don't stack the deck against them. One of the first things that you'd have to do is figure out why these communities and these cities have been the exact same way for decade after decade. Back to Jim Crow and the Red Line laws and all these. Why is nothing being done to fix that or to correct that problem? And it becomes this political beach ball that they just bounce around the air at a concert, and everybody. It's like there's certain things that just keep coming up that make you just go, well, how are we still talking about gay marriage? How is that still coming up? And it's like, poof, throw it up in the air.
All right, let me get back to that. But I want to say
there's a bunch of these things, right?
All right, the first point you made. You want to make America great? Right.
Yeah,
have the best,
less losers.
Have the best educated workforce in the world. How's
Yes,
that? Radical
yes.
idea? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Right.
And you're absolutely right.
Better education.
You
and
live
healthcare.
longer when you have better education, et cetera,
Right,
et cetera.
right.
All right. So what does that mean? It means right now, I talk to psychologists all the time.
You do?
Yeah, I do, because I was the chairman. I'm now what's called the ranking member of the Health Education Labor Committee. So, we deal with medical people all the time.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't me personally. No. That I may need also, but no, I was talking in a more general sense. Look, what are the most important years of human development? You're a human being. What are the most important
You're a
years?
child.
That's right.
Yeah.
0 to 4. How's our child care system doing?
Yeah, not so good.
It's a disaster. So
Yeah.
you got a rational society says, okay, the kids are the future of America, right? You talked about the sense of being a community. All right.
Right.
So if I love this country and I want this country to do well into the future, I have to worry about the children, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right now, for economic reasons, when I was a kid, by the way, and there's another shock some of your younger listeners here, there was one worker in a family could actually bring home the bacon and pay the bills. You know?
Yeah. Back in the old days.
Back in the old days, yeah, man. So I grew up in a working class family. We didn't have any money. My dad went out to work, mom stayed home, and that was it.
Yeah. Made healthier people too that way.
It
Yeah.
did. It did. I think in many respects, it did.
Well, something happened where they sort of devalued the woman's role as a mother, and by convincing them that they have to be a part of the workforce.